All right, good morning, everybody. It's Friday, a little bit after 9 a.m. Had that big report come out this morning. FOMC definitely hit the market pretty hard. Looking at the indices right now, we've got the mini down already down 420 points. Wow, NASDAQ down 247. Yeah, they hit it pretty hard. RTY down 30. All right. So overall, we were expecting a down day today. Let me look at my stats. Based on our run last night, we do run a scan. We look for our patterns. We look at the majority of them, which way they're pointing. Man, let's see what we have here. All right, yeah, we have a 75% probability of the market being down today. So a little bit not super high, but nonetheless, 75% the market's going to end up lower based on the today's opening. All right. Let's see if we have any initial setups here. Possible short coming up on ES. Going to keep an eye on that. All right, ES is going to be the mini S&P. RTY, as always, is going to be the mini Russell. GC for gold. CL for crude. Bitcoin, BTC, and on our currencies, Aussie US. Okay, getting a short now on, we are getting a short on the E-mini. All right, let's get a target. It's going to be an HF2, what we call an HF2 pattern short. All right, first target's going to be 4009, 4009 and a half. It's going to be our profit target. Holding will not reverse unless we come up to 4032. Okay, short the E-mini S&P right now. Gonna be watching RTY to see if we get triggered on a short. Getting triggered on the mini down. We're not watching the mini down right now, but we are getting triggered on the mini down. HF1 short. Mini down, so an HF1 short. All right, 339. Looking for a 339.13 on the mini Dow. That is going to be the profit target. Reversal. Reversal would be 340.63. All right, I'm going to watch that. Let's look at our ES. Still short on the ES. Target on that is 40.09.5. All right, nothing on the Aussie US yet. All right, so we still have a little bit less than 20 minutes to go before the opening bell. You want to be careful. Could get a little crazy this morning on the opening based on this FOMC report that came out this morning. It's really hit the market quite negative. Got the mini S&P, or I'm sorry, got the mini down 450. It's not really budging. It's been down. It's been staying down there. So we got some pre-market shorts going on right now. Short ES, short RTY. Got to be careful on RTY. I'm sorry, ES and the E-mini. RTY has not been triggered yet. Now this is interesting. Getting a buy on the gold. Getting a buy on the gold. Okay, buy on the gold. Target on gold. 1801. This is going to be a pairing pattern buy. Just a pairing pattern buy. That pairing pattern is one of our patterns. We'll hold unless we reverse. If we reverse, we're going to have an HF1 short or an HF short at 1792. I like trading gold and these indices together. Typically, gold is going to move in the same direction as whatever the indices are moving. So that's kind of a nice little, I guess, nice little hedge, because we are short on the small S&P. We've got this buy going on in gold, so kind of, I guess it's a nice little hedge. We'll see how that turns out. But right now, we are short. Also, the small Dow is in a short. Watching Bitcoin. Looks like Bitcoin wants to go higher. I can see Bitcoin coming up to 168.05. It's not an actual signal, but I can just kind of looking at the charts right now. Looks like she wants to come up to 168.05. All right, getting a buy on RTY, getting a buy on RTY. Yeah, let's get a target on RTY. Target on RTY is going to bring us up to, which is going to be the mini Russell 1859. 1859. Once again, I do not recommend that you trade more than one indice at a time. 1859 target on RTY. This is going to be a pairing pattern buy. If we need the reverse, 1844. Well, looks like Bitcoin did hit that first level. And it could go one more level. Let's see here. I could see Bitcoin going all the way up here to 168.30. 168.30. All right, about another 10 minutes before the opening bell. Down about 400 here on the mini Dow. All right, RTY is getting close to its target. Still long gold. Still short ES. Still short. We have that mini down going on short.
reversed by.
All right, we should have a reversal here. Looks like the small, I think it was the small down. Let's see. Not yet. Okay, we're still long gold. We've got the mini Russell still long. Small mini S&P is short. Small Dow still short. Looks like Bitcoin hit its second level up. Well, almost. It did, yeah. Bitcoin hit its second level up. Gold's getting close to target. RTY, small Russell's getting close to target. All right, about 4 minutes before the opening bell. We've got the Dow still down now, down 370. That's why we're seeing a little bit of pullback here. Would like to be out of these buys here before the market opens here in about 3.5 minutes. Gold is getting closer to target though, 1801. All right, looks like we reversed on the Wall Street. The small E-mini I'm sorry, the small Dow. Did reverse on the small Dow. It's going to get a little crazy here on the open. I'm not going to track the small Dow. I'm going to continue to watch the E-mini, S&P, and RTY, but it is a reversal. That is going to put you as an HF1 buy on that small Dow. Target 341.13. Gonna open about 30 seconds here on the Dow. Coming in long on the mini Russell, coming in short on the small S&P, still long gold. So opening bell, market down 344, 350. Looks like the just reversed on the small E-mini. Profit target hit. Target hit on R2Y. Reverse buy. Still long gold. Reversed on ES. Target on that small S&P 4039.75. That's going to be my profit target. This is an HF1 buy that we're in right now on the E-mini S&P. We'll hold this to hit target. If not, we'll reverse at 4017. Profit target hit. All right, so the small E-mini hit, let's see, the S&P hit target. All right, this small, looks like the small Dow hit target as well. Puts me long still the gold. Once again, when you're trading these indices, do not try to trade more than one index at a time. I like R2Y. I like the mini Russell. I like the Dow. I mean, I like the gold, trading those two together. Also, the small mini and the gold, I think, is also a really good combination. Dow's up 237. Should see a pullback here in about 6 minutes. Typically around 10 minutes after we get that little pullback from the whatever this opening direction is, we get a little pullback here. So we'll see if we get a pullback here. We should be moving into an area where we're going to get a pullback. Let's just watch and see. But right now, the only thing we have on now is long gold. All right, we're getting triggered on a crude oil. Getting a buy on the crude oil. All right, this is an HF2 buying crude oil with a target of 82.15. We'll hold this unless we reverse down here at 80.65. Okay. All right, still on gold, looking for a target of 1801 on the gold. Crude oil is now in a buy. Target 82.15 on crude. Crude slowly approaching target. Yeah, gold's trying to hit that target. We've gotten close. Not quite yet, though. Real close. Looks like this RTY wants to go even higher. I could see RTY coming up to first target is going to be 1869. And I can see it going up to 1874. %72% probability of hitting 1874. Still on crude. Crude's getting kind of quiet. So Glenn is asking me, do you think the U.S. dollar will set the tone today for the overall markets? You know what? It's hard to tell on a Friday. I think the thing to do on a Friday, like any other day, is just kind of go with the flow, right? I hate to really get a bias in my mind, because if I'm overall, if I let that influence me, I may not take trades in the opposite direction of whatever the fundamentals are. So I like to go with the market flow. So I don't know if it will, particularly on a Friday. I'm not so sure. I think the Dow's still going to come on. It's going to turn around here. Kind of in that area right now. Maybe we start coming down again. But based on our scans, we are showing the market to be down overall for the day. But once again, if I get a buy, you get a buy, you get a buy. You take those buys, because some of your best trades are going to be counter to whatever the overall, a little bit longer term trend is. Okay, still on gold, still on crude. All right, what's it now doing? Down 304. All right, we're getting an HF3 short on the E-mini S&P. Be careful here, but HF3 short, E-mini S&P. HF3 is one of our patterns. Not our strongest, but it is showing a short, so let's get a target on that. Target's going to bring us down to 40.24.5. HF3 short, target 40.24.5. Wouldn't reverse unless we came up here to 40.47. Still riding a crude long, now short small S&P, and still running gold long. Watching RTY to hit these two levels, 1869, 1874, already took profit on the buy. But if you want to extend it out, you can hold that up to 1874. Is it good for a trader to reflect back on its trades for the week? You know, that's a good question. Um, I think it's good to look at I think if you're going to look at your trades, I think, for me, seeing where I'm better, am I a better shorter of the market? Am I better shorting? Or am I a better buyer? For me, I've always, based on what I've seen, I'm much better shorting the market than I am buying the market. But one thing I think a lot of traders do, which I think you got to get away from always looking at every single loss and trying to figure out what you did wrong. Sometimes you do everything right, and it's still a loss. I mean, that's reality. I mean, assuming that the best you're going to do over long term, I'm talking long term, somewhere between 70-75%. You can't predict the 25% that's noise out there. It's just, you can't do it. So if you think you're going to consistently hit it 80, 85, 90%, okay, you're kidding yourself. It's just not going to happen. So accept the fact that you're going to be wrong, 30% of the time. Keeping that in mind, when you do have a loss, if you've done everything right, it is what it is. It's a loss, right? Another way of looking at a loss is if you're doing this for a living, it's basically just a business expense. You're going to have expenses. It's reality. So I think people overanalyze every little trade, and then they tweak it, try to figure out a way to not take those losses, and all you end up doing is you just go around in a circle. You chase your tail, and you're never going to get anywhere. Find something that puts the probabilities in your favor, which my patterns do. My patterns are 70-some% accurate in terms of their calls, and you just go with that. And accept the fact if you did everything right, then it is what it is. It falls within that 30% of losses. But most people don't do that, particularly new traders, always trying to figure out a way to avoid the next loss. Or what they do is they have a loss, and then they stop trading, they miss all the wins. This is a game where the only way you're going to come out ahead is over a big series of trades. So even if you had something that was 90, let's say you had something that was, I always talk about this because this is important. Think about it. A lot of people get caught up in percentages. Okay, so let's say you had something that was 98% accurate. 98% accurate. Okay, so does that mean if you have 2 losses in a row, everything fell apart? No, not over a long series of trades. But a lot of people think, oh my God, I got a 98% probability of this trade being a winner, and it's a loss, and then they freak out. So you can't look at individual trades. You have to look at a big sample, because that's what we're looking at. We're looking at a big sample of trades, and it's not easy for people to take some losses and continue to follow through with whatever their method is. The key to trading is you have to understand the markets, and no one tool, there is no indicator out there. There's nothing that's going to allow you to blindly follow it. You're still going to understand and get a good feel for the market action. And that's just, the tools will put the probabilities in your favor. But at the same time, you have to look at overall market conditions, right? So you have to be able to filter out based on your experience and your feel for a particular market, whatever, which ones you trade, to know whether it's, is the market actually normal for that particular market? So if you're trading the ES, or is this a normal action for the small S&P? Is this normal action for the gold? And if it is, and you get a buy, you take your buy. If it's not, you ignore the buy and you wait until conditions get better, and then you look for your setups, and if the conditions are right and the setups look good, then you take them. I mean, that's the reality of trading, and most people don't want to. Everybody's looking for a bot that will automatically trade for them. Bots don't work. And no one indicator, no one signal can you blindly follow, whether it be my patterns or anything else. That's just reality. And most people don't want to believe that, particularly newbies, so they keep chasing every single new system that comes out there. And the nice thing I like about what I do is these are based off what I call behavioral patterns. It's the only thing that I've ever found that work across all markets. So that's the idea of this morning's show, is to demonstrate that I can use the same pattern in the E-mini S&P. I can use the same pattern in gold. I can use the same pattern in a currency, cryptocurrency. I could use it in a Forex pair. Doesn't matter. Patterns are all the same. Pick the markets, find 2 markets you like and trade them. Do not recommend that you trade more than 2, and I also recommend you specialize. Just stick with those 2. You don't have to trade a bunch of markets. Diversity is not always what you think it is. There's a big fallacy thinking that diversity is the key to success. If you look at most of your long-term traders, they're very specialized in what they do. Some specialize in just the E-mini S&P. Some specialize in just gold. That's where you're going to start finding a lot of success. That and getting a good feel for the market. Once you can stop and pull away from just relying on indicators all the time, 100%, your trading will change. You have to start believing in yourself and your skills. And once you do that, you become a successful trader. If all you want to do is find indicators that are going to give you buys and sells, you're going to continue to lose and you're going to chase your tail. And I mean, I've seen people do it for 20, 30 years. They keep always looking for that perfect indicator. And all they do is just keep on losing. They go from one thing to the next. Always trying to find a better mousetrap. Well, you know what? Nothing wrong with the mousetraps that they made 30, 40 years ago. They still work. So just stick with what you like. For me, it's patterns, and you just trade them. You know, you have to change the way that you look at losses. Losses just mean that you're getting closer to winners. And that's just reality. I mean, that's the way it is. And if you can't accept losses, you're better off giving your money to somebody who's going to put you in a mutual fund and, do a mutual fund or something. Stick it in the bank, make your 1% or 0.5%, whatever they want to give you. But if you can't take losses, you can't be a trader. It's just part of reality. And yeah, some days you're going to get hit really hard, and some days you're gonna kill it. It's just the way it is. It's part of the game. All right, so it does look like that. Looks like that crude oil hit our target. All right, still on gold. Still short the E-mini S&P. I'm surprised it's so quiet. Got a minute to go here before the top of the hour. Once again, we do this every Monday through Friday. First hour is open to everybody. And then after that, we continue on with our subscribers in our live chat room. Watching Bitcoin, possible short coming up on Bitcoin. All right, so if you'd like to learn a little bit more about my trading strategies and my philosophy and the way I look at the markets and the way I've been trading over the last 35 years, I've been in the market, I've been trading for 40 years, but I really didn't find these patterns until 5 years after I got into the business. So 35 years I've been using these patterns. You can go to my YouTube channel, Innovative Trading Strategies, or my website, innovativetradingstrategies.com. If you have questions, you can contact me via the website. And we are here at the top of the hour. So look, everybody have a great weekend. Be safe. And for paid subscribers, we will come back Sunday night and start trading. Love Sunday nights. And then for everybody else, first thing Monday morning, we'll be here again for the next hour. So y'all be good, and we'll see you first thing Monday morning.